thanks, he...
You didn't have to go.
I mean, it was tedious, thanks to you, embarrassing, thanks to you.
You are entirely welcome.
Your insufferable remarks.
They weren't deserved?
That's beside the point. What did get into you, anyway?
Max.
Perkins or Gerlach? Perkins? Dear Max? Dear Max, what's he done now?
He hates the novel. High Dancing Lover.
How can he hate it? You haven't written it.
I sent the sketches you read last week and the new outline.
Why on earth?
My esteemed editor feels it's already overdue. Like a library book.
Scott, he doesn't hate it.
He hates it.
My darling Grupo, dear Max thinks it's potentially the finest contemporary American novel.
Potentially.
He only questions the title. And the middle, stop. The end, stop. The main character, stop. He's afraid they might be weak or vague. I suppose he means boring. Stop. Did you ever see champagne shells like the ones tonight? Like finger bowls with stems? Was that Gloria Swanson everyone was swooning over? I only caught a glimpse.
I spoke to her.
Insulted her too, I suppose.
Well, now what's got into you?
Dearest, whatever gets into you gets into me. So fix it. We mustn't leave for the continent with this malaise malingering over our heads.
I don't see any.
Shore up the shaky story before we leave Long Island and abandon the source and setting of it all forever. Oh, for heaven's sake, fix it now. I couldn't bear this mood all across the Atlantic. I'd jump in the ocean.
Don't dramatize.
Scott, did you mean this?
Mean what, dearest love?
Max says he agrees with you that you shouldn't show me your work.
Until it's finished. Oh, well, I've come to think that nothing ought to be referred to anybody until it's finished. Keeps it from being quite your own anymore, reduces its power. Lardner told me that. Mencken agrees, Bunny agrees.
Well, I don't.
What was that?
A foghorn?
No, it came from Scotty's room.
Maybe she strangled that puppy. She's 3. You know how vicious little girls can be.
Yes. Yes, and they don't grow out of it.
If that was a joke, you're cured, and we can go back to the party.
Oh, I don't want to go back. I've had enough of it.
You shouldn't worry about Scotty. The 90-a-month Miss Maddox is in there with her. Maybe she strangled the dog. I wouldn't put it past her.
Zell, you said something soon after Scotty was born that I've been trying to remember. I want to use it in the new book.
I said a great many things. Most of them too profane to print.
No, this was clever and perceptive. Somehow you said that Scotty was a fool and she ought to be. Well, we spoke about it at the time.
Oh, yes, I remember. I said I hope she grew up to be a beautiful little fool.
That's it. I want Daisy to say that in the novel. It's what she believes women ought to aspire to serve as a distraction to men. Beautiful little fool. I've got to write that down.
Where's the manuscript, your desk?
Do not touch those pages with your hands or your plagiarizing mind.
My plagiarizing? Funny, but I seem to recall you owe me an entire short story.
I had nothing to do with that. The editor at Vanity Fair assumed that since I handed him the story, I had written it. It was a natural mistake.
Natural for a village idiot.
Zell, I've read probably, well, all of your little stories and articles. They're beginning to show up in publications now. And, well, you're using things from our lives that I've already used in print. You shouldn't do that. It's not fair.
Of course it's fair. I was there. It's my life, too. And I suppose you weren't thinking of me when you created Rosalind in The Beautiful and Damned. You plagiarized my entire person, every habit, every pore, and every wart. You said...
I know what I said.
You said... Oh, I can't find it. You said Rosalind was a drunk who squandered her money on frivolities and parties. She loves only pretty things, you said. Well, that's true. And cheerfulness, and she dreads responsibility. Well, maybe. It's not only me, it's me at my worst.
Hey! Yes, so you said in that ridiculous review you wrote for the Tribune. Plagiarism begins at home. I can't think why any reputable publication would ask you for a review of my book.
I gave them exactly what they wanted, and your readers ate it up. It was terrific publicity, and you know it. Especially the part where I said that the main reason they should all buy your new book was because you needed a new winter coat.
okay, it was clever. You also said you needed a new piece of jewelry. Don't I keep you well supplied?
Sentimental, extravagant, oh dear.
Would you have me any other way?
Never. To Zelda from Scotland. I read it every day.
It's all there was room for. I wanted to inscribe it to Zelda, my gypsy princess.
I know why you gave me the watch. Because you wanted to use one just like it in a store, and I didn't already have one for you to steal. Well, now I do. And you can turn it into words whenever you please. She wore a platinum watch encrusted with diamonds. Like grapes. Like pies. Like barnacles.
Don't look a gift watch in the
face.
I just wanted you to share in my first big sale, that's all. My first moving picture sale. And if you recall, you hadn't said yes to me yet. It was a bribe.
Well, I said yes a number of times. Oh, you mean?
And while we're setting the record straight, Rosalind only became so Zelda-like in the rewrites. She began life as Ginevra King.
Who cares? Rosalind was published as me. I'm going to make coffee.
You don't know how. You can pour gin, though, when you put your mind to it.
You need coffee. You have to think.
Yes, well, short of waking the maid,
Pen or pencil?
Pencil.